BBC were going to drop World's Strongest Man. They dropped World's Strongest Man for one thing and another. I think main thing were probably drug use. There were a few deaths and things like that, and it became tarnished, it became mucky, and I don't think BBC wanted it anymore. TWI, I think then it went to Channel 4, and then it's ended up somewhere, Channel 5, I don't know, whatever. But we tried to stand us things at that, but that were quite a turning point, because TWI, as I said, didn't want to expand anymore. They didn't want more competitions. They wanted just to condense it and have their own little thing. And I think sport were growing at such a rate.
Yeah.
And nobody else were making money from it. There were only them making money from it. We weren't making a lot of money from it.
Do you mind me asking, like, what was the prize money like back when you were competing?
I think I got £4,000 for being aired after 4 events.
Yeah. And
I got 6,000. So I think I won 10 in 1989.
£10,000 for being the world's strongest man.
£10,000, yeah. But prior to that, when it was in America, I think Kaz won about $80,000 when it was in Magic Mountain. So money sort of went down.
Well, that's more than they get now.
How much do they get now?
I think my last World's Strongest Man, the winner was $50,000.
That's piss poor.
When I came 4th at World's Strongest Man, I got $4,500.
That's awful. I mean, in 1992, when I went across to World Mighty Man, they had some really good ideas. Their first prize was 25 grand.
Yeah.
£25,000. But obviously it were in rand exchange rates. But you won a free holiday anywhere around the world. I mean, me and Magnus stayed in South Africa when we toured around South Africa when we'd won. When I'd won, and I think he was 3rd, and we got all this prize money. But prize money back then were fantastic at some shows.
Yeah, and even now there's other shows that pay better than Worlds.
Yeah,
there is, so.
But there's still this strand load on Worlds, isn't there? There's a strand load, and apart from title, what else?
It's very true. I mean, I see it in 2 ways. World's Strongest Man has given me an opportunity to be seen. It's helped me kind of raise my profile, if you like, and now I've got the opportunity to do other things through it.
Yeah.
But it still needs to improve.
When we talk about money and we go into finances and things like that, remember when Zydrunas were winning back then, and he's going back to Lithuania, and he's taking, I don't know, $5,000 back to Lithuania. That's equivalent to you winning 50,000.
Yeah.
Time he's exchanged it and done. So all of a sudden, you've got a tier system where you've got a professional that's earning money, that don't have to go out to work and do other things. He's got a privilege in a way, because that's all he can do now, train and train. His country held him in very high esteem, which they should do. He's classed as a top sportsman. Where strongman here, you're sort of classed as a circus act or whatever, or they expect you to come out in some kind of leopard skin leotard and start lifting. But they were looked on as professionals. I can remember going to Lithuania and places like that, and they were well paid, they were looked after, they were part of sort of athletical program where they could access physios, they could have treatment. So same with Marius and people like that. The professionalism were a little bit higher than what we had. The support were better. All this makes a big difference.
It does. I mean, I remember my father's from Iran, and I went over to Iran one year, and I was doing some training with some of the guys out there, and they had a proper government-built facility with equipment made and stuff like that. And they were saying, "Oh, we really want to come and train with you in England." I was like, "This place is way better than what I train at." It was way better. And I'm just training in my, at the time I had like a little lockup that a few of us trained in. It was dusty as hell, and it certainly wasn't glamorous like this place these guys had.
The facilities like I think they called them institutes of sport and things like that. They had everything.
Yeah.
Programs written for them, stretching programs, physiotherapists, water treatments, and all kinds of stuff. So, and we're slogging away. I mean, I'm coming out at cholera I'm getting up at 4:30. I'm doing a shift down pit. I'm coming up, trying to get half an hour's sleep, and then I'm training until about 8 o'clock at night and things like that. You think there's got to be something better than this.
Yeah. Oh, so you were working full time during your strongman days?
I were, and then I worked up until winning World's Strongest Man. I was still working at Coalboard, but Coalboard started to support me a little bit, and that were mainly because they were shutting Coalboard down. They were decimating all coal fields. So while everybody got World's Strongest Man there were a little bit of good news going in newspapers and things like that. And then in 1991, everything closed. So I took my redundancy, opened my own gym up and started training, full time from there.